Hello there everybody and welcome back to Pokémon X. Last time we went through Santaloon Forest and made it all the way to Route 3, also known as Ouvert Way. Or maybe it's Ouvert Way if, you know, the French inspiration is anything to go off of. So today we are going to Route 3, or rather we are on Route 3, because of the sole fact that we now have some new Pokemon to find here. You know, contrary to my statement last time. And here's one such dude now. We got Bidoof, you know, our man, the god, our flair, our inspiration, our muse. The lovable little godlike being who will do anything for us at any time. You know, we only say that because, you know, Bidoof and Bibarel in the evolved form are not really that great. In battle, at least. But they do make HM Pokemon very good. Or they fit the HM role very well. With nerves of steel, nothing can perturb it. It is more agile and active than it appears. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Let's keep looking for something. Let's keep looking for some dudes. Of course, for Pokemon that you can find in the grass, because there's still plenty of methods that we haven't gotten to yet for running into Pokemon. And most of them are methods that we don't have yet. But, as for Pokemon found in the grass on Route 3, they are... well, other than, you know, Bunnelby, Fletchling, and Bidoof, we have Plant Burmy, Azurill, which can be your first fairy type, Pikachu, Pidgey, and the ever-elusive Dunsparce. Don't get Dunsparce unless you're playing, Scarlet and Violet, don't get Dunsparce. Because its stats are mediocre, and it's not even feasible to even get one until Scarlet and Violet. No matter how much you feel about that game, at least it gave, you know, Dunsparce the evolution that it deserves. Even though it's just literally a bigger Dunsparce, which I think it fits. Coming through! Well, geez, man, if you're coming through, then, I don't know. I don't know, dude. What's good? My Pokemon and I are studying. Want to join us? Well, that's a question, leading to a battle. That's definitely a question that you've asked me of all time. And I will gladly answer that with a battle, too. Got a level 6 Bidoof. No, I think I'll be fine. Ashley's got this. Ashley's got this one. She's fine. No matter how much you may growl at me. It's fine. I can just tackle you, no problem. And one more tackle should even do it. Bada boom. So, you definitely notice that some Pokemon have updated cries, of course. I mentioned this a little bit. Ooh, 2 levels. Nice. I definitely mentioned this. But every Pokemon up to Generation 5 has their cries updated. So, we're going to go into our Pokédex here a little bit to check out some of the older ones. So... let's check out some of the older ones then, because, well, I definitely feel like, well, it's mostly for the Unova Pokemon. Some cries age pretty well, while other got upgraded pretty good, while others are just like bleh. Definitely, others are like bleh. See, now this is what Pichu sounds. That's what Pichu sounds like now, whereas it totally sounded different. Now this is what Pikachu sounds like.
Pikachu.
you know, Pikachu actually has a voice now. Instead of going, you know. You know, some Pokemon have forgone their precious little pixelated sound effects. And now transitioned into more animal-like sound effects. But you know what they could have done? They really could have gone the Pokemon Stadium route. Honestly. Like, I've been thinking about this for ever since I said it like 2 seconds ago. But like, now that I'm talking about it, like, I get the feeling that they really could have gone for the Pokemon Stadium route. Like, use more animal-like sounds for them, you know? Like, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, they actually have some really good, like, they have some really good creds. Like, look them up. They actually fit with the Pokemon rather well, if I'm being honest. They could have just made up, like, new sounds for, like, the Hoenn, Sinnoh, and Univamons. While also doing, like, the Kalos Pokemon cries in this situation. It's like I said in the intro, this is, like, basically the beginnings of modern Pokemon. And another one like that is, well, all the models that you basically see here. From X and Y to Sword and Shield, this is all you ever see. These models are all you ever see when it came to, well, Pokemon games. And it wasn't until Sword and Shield where people found it a problem. But let's be honest, they only complained when their precious Sunkern got removed. Like, don't lie to yourself. They really only did that because Sunkern got removed. But, you know, that's another story for another time. But, I mean, either way, because of the fact that they really just decided to go for simultaneous releases, worldwide simultaneous releases, like, I don't really care about I don't really care that these models kept on getting reused over and over and over again. Because, you know, it's a business. It's a business at this point. Like, Pokemon has to keep on going, like, every 3 years. Like, every 3 years, they gotta have a new generation up and at them. And they can't just simply, like, do, like, really cool things anymore. Like, they really can't. And that's just the way it is. That's the way it's going to have to be. And I can definitely imagine that, you know, any future Mon games will definitely keep this level of model quality. But, you know, it's fine. I'd say it's fine. It doesn't really affect me. If it doesn't affect me, then it really shouldn't affect you. Honestly. Oh, hey there, Beak Smoke. Are you here to get your Pokemon healed too? Pokemon Center sure are great. You can talk to the lady at the corner and have her heal your Pokemon. You can even deposit Pokemon you caught in that PC. Know how Pokemon Center PC... He's basically saying that you can't have more than 6 Pokemon in your party. You know, those are the rules. And of course, just like with the previous generation, they combined the Pokemon Center and Pokemart all in one. So the Pokemart is generally over on the top right. Here you can buy Pokeballs and potions. And the guy on the right will give you some battle items. So these are here to basically boost some of your Pokemon's attributes temporarily. So by using an X speed, you'll be able to boost the speed stat. X attack is for physical attack. X defense for defense. Guard spec is basically the move Mist? No. Haze? No. I don't know. But guard spec basically prevents stat reduction amongst the user's party Pokemon. Dire hit will increase the critical hit ratio of a Pokemon. X accuracy for accuracy. X special attack, and you get the drill. Yeah, you basically get the idea. And here you go. Here you go, Miss Nurse Joy. I don't know why they can't just, like, canonize Nurse Joy. Like, at this point, like, we all know that we've seen all the Pokemon anime at this point. We know the fact that, you know, Nurse Joy is often the one running the Pokemon centers. And, oh, I was about to say, if I got a Pikachu with a light ball, I swear to God. I'm gonna go Bidoof, actually. Actually, no, we're gonna forgo him. We're gonna forgo her, actually, sorry. And we're gonna keep our good old-fashioned team. So yeah, that's the PC right there. As for PC stuff, this is where you keep the excess Pokemon that you've caught along your journey. Just go for organized boxes. And here you can customize your box however you wish. You can change the different colors or different wallpapers. You can go city, forest, desert, savanna, crag, volcano, snow, cave, beach, seafloor, river, and sky, and miscellaneous. Pokemon Center, machine, checks, and simple. So there you go. Here you can switch your box. Right now you have 7, but catch more Pokemon and you'll be able to add more Pokemon into your, or be able to add more boxes. And I'll show you a trick that, you know, it's basically public knowledge, but right over here is a battle box. Now, if online battles were still a thing in Pokemon X and Y, then this would definitely be a box where you can store your competitive teams. Including, you know, a certain Pachirisu that you might be able to use, but unfortunately, online services in 3DS games are dead. As for some other functions of the PC, or rather a function, you can check the professor's PC and see your progress in the Pokédex. The professor will basically count the Pokemon that you've seen, not the Pokemon that you caught. And as you can clearly see, I didn't really make mention of this, but the Pokédex this time around is actually split apart into regions. So right now we're in Central Kalos. And Central Kalos has its own little Pokédex. I found my Pikachu in Santaloon Forest. I want to catch a Pikachu too. Oh, guess what? I have one. Ha! And also right here is a fitting room where you can change your trainer's appearance, but more on that later. But just so you're aware, this is the first Pokemon game where you can actually change your, or rather, first core Pokemon game where you get to change your trainer's appearance. Welcome. If you like, check the items at the back of the shop. Banger time! I'm telling you, Pokemon X and Y have bangers that people just don't really understand. So, let's check our appearance then. Let's see what we got. So here you can buy your own selection of hats. Well, right over here, well, only in this shop you can find hats and hat accessories. Well, for right now anyway. So you have yourself a felt hat, cycling cap, logo cap, fedora, and a pale pink felt hat, and of course the neutral hat, or the default one. Once you buy your clothes and change, that's when you'll be able to buy some things. And yep, any sort of clothing that your trainer has, they can be customizable. Your shirt, your pants, your shoes, your hat, they can be customized into however you desire. You can also check here too if you really want to buy the stuff that's on display right here. I think I want to go... Ugh, I don't have enough money for that. Nope. No, sir. Yep. First Pokemon game, first core game in the series where you can actually get to customize your trainer's appearance. And believe me, people went wild for this. Sitting at benches, baby! That's what Santaloon City is all about. Alright, so let's check out this quaint little town then. Let's see what we got in here. Let's see what we got. When the Pokemon is evolving and you don't want it to, try pressing the B button. It surprises the Pokemon and makes it stop from evolving. That's evolution cancellation. I mean, well, the Pokemon anime would definitely beg to differ on that factoid. But, you know what? In the games, that's just how it is. If a Pokemon is evolving, and if you don't want it to, then you can just press the B button to make it stop evolving. Of course, there are benefits to having your Pokemon not evolve, of course. Some Pokemon actually learn their moves earlier when they're in their first base form. And they'll learn them much faster than they would in their middle stage. So, there you go. So, here you can learn about the various badges of the bunch. And because this town has a gym, we might as well take a look at the bug badge then. If you have a bug badge, then traded Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you without question. Of course. I mean, quite obviously. See, that's the thing about these early games, is the fact that they don't specify, like, what kind of Pokemon actually listen to you in the badge descriptions. I mean, there's a lot of working gears going into it, but basically put, you can trade Pokemon with your friends or with randoms. And the traded Pokemon, well, they basically won't listen to you unless you have the qualified badge, obviously. So, for example, if we have our first badge, then traded Pokemon up to level 30 will obey us without question. Yeah, see, right there. This lady just basically explains it. Pokemon you get from trades will grow more easily. They basically get a boost in experience points. However, they won't really listen to you. Ooh, a Bunnelby. I think I have Bunnelby, but... no, I don't, actually. Wait, did I not get Bunnelby? No, I didn't. Well, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair enough. I think what I will do. No, we're actually gonna go around Sandalwood City and explore. I'm gonna get a Bunnelby, well, off screen anyway. And you know, we'll just go get that. Anyway, here we get a Great Ball, which works better than a Pokeball. I still remember my first out and big adventure. I went all the way to the next town with my Pokemon. So have I. That's not really an accomplishment anymore. It's more like, you know, you're walking from one place over to the next. That's not an accomplishment. Trainer School. You get to brush up on your Pokemon techniques over here. And on the billboard, you can read up on what Pokemon status conditions too. So, I'll run through them. For frozen Pokemon, it used to be that once you're frozen forever unless you get healed up by it by a full restore or an ice heal. Basically, your Pokemon won't be able to move until they're melted. When your Pokemon get burned, it cuts your physical attack in half, and you'll take damage from a burn. As for sleep, your Pokemon won't be able to move for a while until they wake up, and upon wake up, they'll use a move. Paralysis. This cuts your speed in half, and it's a 50-50 chance of, you know, your Pokemon not being able to move because of the paralysis. Pokemon like Pikachu have the static ability, which means if you make direct contact with Pikachu, then you might get paralyzed. So be careful of that. And then there's poison. There are two kinds of poison. One is the regular kind of poison where you take a fixed amount of damage as for poison damage. And then there's toxic poison from being badly poisoned, which means you'll take more damage every turn from poison. And the poison won't disappear after a battle either, so you'll have to cure it with an antidote. So there it is. Even if you catch a wild Pokemon, your team's Pokemon will still grow. I know it because one of my Pokemon leveled up when it was fighting a battle like that. Of course, again, this is the first game where catching Pokemon actually yields experience. You'll get X attacks from this dude. And X defenses. Wait, does he just give you a set? No. Only X attacks and defenses. Of course. What do you have to say? If you master type matchups, then even strong opponents will be a breeze for you to beat. I mean, of course, that's just basically how it works. What's up, babe? Oh, you! You are, aren't you? Am I what? You're one of the kids who got a Pokemon from Augustine Sycamore, right? That Pikachu you got there looks pretty happy. You must be a good trainer. In that case, get over to the Pokemon gym. I'm sure my sister will be glad to meet you. Well, it definitely sounds like you won't let me pass over to that next route unless I defeat the gym leader, so, yeah, exactly. You know, they don't directly say it, but I kind of wish they would directly say it, like, hey, you, Guy. Yes, your name is Guy. Please do not go that way until you fight the guy in order to get past the dude. Hey, stranger, isn't cruising around town on your roller skates the best thing ever? Wait, do you mean to tell me that you don't even own a pair of roller skates? I'll tell you about this. If you beat me in a Pokemon battle, I'll give you a pair. I can never say no to a contest, not me. I mean, duh, of course I want a battle. Speed is important, but of course, as False Swipe Gaming dictates, speed isn't everything, even though it totally is, because it determines turn order. I mean, of course it is. Like, why would it not be everything? In fact, I'm almost dead because of that. In fact, my Pikachu is almost dead because of that. Or rather, it's almost fainted because of that. Like, speed is everything, idiot! Just kidding, you know about Pokemon. Just kidding, SFG knows about Pokemon. He knows about the Mons. I watch their videos a lot, it's fine. Either way, I haven't used Rollout yet. Excuse me. I haven't used Rollout yet, so basically what Rollout is, it's a move that you're basically stuck with until it misses. However, until it misses, it doubles in power every time it connects. So, it can be a very useful move, especially because Chespin actually learns it. Level 4. You wrapped out that battle before I could reach my top speed. I mean, of course I did. I mean, of course. I mean, what? Yeah. What W? Wow, that was amazing. You might even be stronger than a gym leader. All right, here you go. One spiffy pair of roller skates, just as I promised. Who needs a bicycle when you got roller skates? Our roller skates snap right on to any shoes, so that way you can glide all your way around. All you need to do is move the circle pad to get those wheels going. That's all there is to it. Indeed. They just pop out of your feet like some weird magic. So by using the dash move from Super Smash Bros., you can actually flick into right. You can actually speed up your skating, and then by flicking in the opposite direction, you'll also gain your top speed too. So roller skating is something that I honestly wish that would be kept as an early game quick early game option for, well, I guess Scarlet and Violet kind of amended that, I guess, but yeah. Well, basically this is a great alternative to the bicycle. It's a really good alternative indeed, actually. Either way, I think that will about do it for today. So now we can effectively see what's up at the gym. So, Santaloon Pokemon Gym leader Viola, the camera woman who never lets a single smile escape her focus. Indeed, just so. Next time on Pokemon X, 'tis the gym, or 'tis the place over that way if you ever need training. It probably is 'tis over there, but yeah, it's fine. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.